Sometimes the best hiding spot is just hiding in plain sight. For those that don't know how this goes, see if you can guess who it is. Let's test your memory. Enjoy the episode. Whoosh. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Persona 4 Golden. Now, I left you on a little bit of a cliffhanger, didn't I? Because I was mulling something over, and I had an idea, right? And it seemed really dumb in my head, so I didn't want to say it. But then I did. Maybe you would consider this cheating. I went back in my first episode of Persona 4 Golden just to check something, to confirm my suspicions. And you'll never believe what I found. If you don't want to know about it, I would recommend not going back to do that. But now I think I know. And if you think you know, maybe you can go ahead and confirm. But like I said, if you don't know, then we're gonna find this out. But I straight up was not expecting that. Was straight up not expecting it at all. And it's really dumb when I think about it. That's all I'm saying. Dojima and Nanako are not home. Here you are. What you fellas doing out here?
Did you already meet all your friends?
I did, yeah. I actually wanted to talk to you, Dojima.
What's this all of a sudden?
You asked Dojima about the first day you arrived in town.
The day you first came to town? Let's see. We were the first ones to greet you, right?
Yeah.
Did we stop somewhere on the way home?
We did.
I'm pretty sure Nanako and I left home that afternoon, picked you up, and came straight back.
We didn't, Dojima.
Now that I think back to that night, I was called back to work as soon as we got home, so I couldn't talk much. And the very next day, those strange murders started. Sheesh. Lots happened since then. It's been one heck of a year, hasn't it?
It has been a hell of a year.
Hey, big bro. On the first day, didn't we stop at that place?
We did, Nanako.
The gas station. I used the bathroom there.
Do you recall? We were coming back. I got off the train, right? We saw Marie at the station. I was greeted by Dojima and Nanako. We got in the car, started heading back, and then we quickly stopped by the gas station. You know?
When I got back to the car, you were talking to the weird attendant.
Yeah, you remember? The weird attendant? And they actually offered me a part-time job, you know? And it's like, you can work here anytime. And we shook hands. And then I got these weird headaches all of a sudden, you know? It's crazy. It's weird how that works.
Yeah, when I first met you, I remember the gas attendant because he was weird.
Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I filled the tank before we went home, huh?
I really had to think on that. And then I thought it would be too stupid for me to say some dude at the gas station. And then I looked at the video. And I was like, now wait a rootin' tune second here.
Yeah, I do remember you talking to the attendant there. I didn't remember seeing him much before, so he stuck in my mind. But I don't know about calling him weird. It wasn't like he looked or acted funny. Yeah. Come to think of it, I never saw that guy again.
It wasn't really that the attendant looked weird, but after you talked to him, you looked sick, big bro.
I did, didn't I, Nanako?
Don't you remember? I asked you on the way home. Are you car sick?
She's got a good memory.
You said you were okay, but that attendant, he was just a little scary for some reason.
Well, I didn't know about that. But honestly, I'm surprised you're asking all these questions. I thought you came here just to reminisce.
Oh, you know, just talking to Dojima.
So, why are you looking for the person you met first? Is something going on with that attendant? Do you know him?
It might be important.
I see. Well, just remember that you leave tomorrow. I don't know what you're up to, but you should come back home early. There are some dark clouds on the horizon. We might get some rain soon.
And, you know, rain is foreshadowing, just a little bit. I understand.
Okay.
The first place you stopped when you came to town was the gas station. Maybe something there will jog your memory. My response to this was, no way, that cannot be. That sounds too dumb for it to be wrong. No, this is... How do I, let me get in that gas station! The gas station attendant? I've only seen an older man and an older woman working there. Where in the world is he?
Welcome to the Velvet Room. How may I help you? You have solved the mystery and deflected the disaster that so nearly fell upon you.
There's actually something happening here. Oh.
Is there something else beyond this you need our assistance with?
Maybe, actually. There's one last thing.
Intriguing. So, is there still something that leaves you unsatisfied? What may that be? Well then, let's take a look and see what it is you might be sensing.
What am I looking at?
Wow, that's a lot.
Ah, this is a surprise. These are shards of power, allowing one to see through to the truth of things without being swayed by hollow rumors. Interesting. Indeed, you have come here today for a reason. Then I shall play my part as well.
Okay. What am I looking at, Igor?
That is a crystal of power, which you have nurtured through your journey. An orb that repels fabrications of all sorts, dispels lies, and shines upon the truth.
Uh-huh. Okay, whoa. Obtained Orb of Sight. Alright.
Hey, I remembered something about myself.
Yeah?
I was born a long, long time ago. I was the unconscious wish shared by people's minds to protect the world of man, walk the path of man, fulfill the wish of the world. But people changed. People stopped wishing for truth and life. Or maybe they just stopped paying attention. Eventually, the me that wanted to protect humanity and the me that wanted to fulfill humanity's wish couldn't stay as one. The desires of man had no bounds, and one day, my other half became its own existence, much larger than myself. I was left behind, with no power or memories.
That's interesting.
I became a tiny fragment, incapable of even clearing the fog without giving my own life to do so. Kusumi no Okami. The rest, you already know. Without my powers, I became a tool, manipulated by the other me. You already know, huh? The cause of it all. The one who created the Midnight Channel and gave you the power to enter the TV. The real puppet master, who tried to fill both worlds with fog, using me and the Sagiri.
Yeah.
If you don't defeat her, the world will never be truly clear of that fog.
Yep. Oh boy.
Go. Follow what you believe in. The truth is right in front of you.
Truth is a thing which only appears to those who have observed, considered, and made a choice.
I'm just saying, you had to have done, like, a lot of, like, observing to get some of this stuff, you know? Like, 1,000,000,000,000,000%, I did everything before this, I think, for mostly right. You had to do a weird specific dialogue choice in December. But then, like, here, you also had to make a choice to not go back and start the next day to go to the June S food court. Like, there's a lot of specific choices you have to make for this.
At the end of the path you chose lies the truth. Believe in it, and continue without faltering.
How marvelous. It seems that you will reveal the journey's true end, one beyond our predictive power. Now go to the place where everything began.
Okay, so that's my go-ahead to go there then. Because the guy Station 10 was nowhere, anywhere it's began raining. Okay. Well, you know, if there was ever a sign of foreboding, it's probably this. Hi there. Hi there, did you need something? I do, actually. Is this where I first met you? First? What are you talking about? Oh, is this about the part-time job? I'm sorry, we don't have an opening yet. Do you know Namatame? The serial murder suspect. A real tragedy, wasn't it? But the case was solved, right? Thank goodness. Mm-hmm. Did those two come here? Just out of curiosity. That's a weird question to ask. I don't know if it was right here, but I might have met them before. I've been in this town for a long time, so yeah, there's a good chance. But it's not like I knew them personally. You got nothing else. Would you mind leaving me alone? No, I don't think I will. You still need something. Hey, I asked you to leave me alone. Did you miss that? Did you do anything to them? Huh? To those two? Oh, that's right. I remember now. I think I met them when they first came to town. So I greeted them saying, "Welcome to Inaba." But that's all. Just that. Is it just that? What about it? What did you do to me? What did I do? Don't you remember? I met you here when you first came to town and did the same thing as what I did to those two. I greeted you, that's all. Remember? We talked for a couple of minutes. Hey, mind if I ask you something? Why all these questions? Is there something that's bothering you about the time when we first met? Yes, there is. Amazing. You've reached me at last. Let's drop this charade. I agree. To be quite honest, I was waiting for you to come. Adachi, Namatame, and you. It is I who awakened that power within you three. The ones who had potential. But having said that, I'm rather surprised. Yeah, here we are.
You really are troublesome.
I cannot believe this.
Not only did you defeat the two Sagiri I snuck into Adachi and Namatame, but you even saved that stunted dwarf of a life.
Are you talking about Marie?
It's such a foolish thing. What good is saving her life?
My God.
She is but rubbish, suitable only for getting rid of that pointless fog. Don't tell me she was still carrying that around. Oh, excuse me. I was talking about that bamboo comb you have on you.
Why do you laugh?
I apologize, but the appropriateness was just so amusing.
What in the world?
The comb is a symbol of the separation we went through.
You remember that Kanji's mother mentioned that when you visited Tatsumi Textiles with Marie, it's an old belief that combs have the power to cause separation.
How foolish. That comb was a curse. And to think she treasured it all this time. She must have been desperate for something to cling to. There's a limit to how irresponsible you can get.
You've messed with me as well, lest we forget.
And what are you going to do about it?
Well, you know, I had a couple
The
ideas.
last battle wasn't enough for you.
No, I don't think we're done yet.
You certainly have the powers I was expecting.
So why did you choose me?
For your special potential, of course. Your friends were drawn to the spark I stirred in you. That's why they're here now, with their awakened powers. Still, I didn't think you'd make it all the way to me. Indeed, I never expected this at all. You're really something. What? You don't remember? When you first came to town, I gave your power a gentle push.
I remember explicitly.
Just like this.
I cannot believe.
Are you in high school? Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here? There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs. Speaking of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now.
Yep, remember?
Give it some thought, why don't you? We don't mind if you're a student.
Remember? Right with that. You feel an extreme dizziness.
You're not the only one I welcomed to town with a handshake greeting. I did the same for a few other outsiders like you. A handful of strangers were more than sufficient to stimulate a small place like this. But it seems the stimulus was stronger than I imagined. Enough to envelop this town with fog, and later lift it. Not only that, you now stand before me as if your assigned part wasn't enough. What for?
'Cause you're the root of it. I came here, I guess, to learn the truth. We'll say that.
What will grasping the truth do for you? Why such greed? I guess it's the foolish nature of being mortal.
And that's fog. Okay, yup. What in the world?
I am Izanami. Amino Sagiri, ruler of the fog, is merely an aspect of myself that I birthed long ago. You awakened to a power I had not imagined. You defeated the two Sagiri and the one fragment born from me. And now here you stand, face to face with me. I can no longer ignore this situation as mere foolishness. This may be fate, as decreed by the world. Very well. This time I shall pit my full strength against you. But in return, you must come prepared to follow through in your futile resistance. I'll be waiting for you there.
This is taking a weird turn. This is taking a weird turn. The one you just encountered was the entity behind everything. Her name is Izanami. You can hear your friend's voices in the distance. My god.
Hey, are you alright? Who was that you were just talking to?
We have to have a talk. We have to have a long talk.
Did she just disappear? Wait, don't tell me.
Yep. You told your gathered friends what happened between you and the gas station attendant.
So, it wasn't over after all.
It's never truly over.
You're saying this so-called Izanami is the conductor, and she's waiting for us in the other world?
We got one more to do, boys.
If we don't beat her, I'm sure it'll all happen again.
Oh, okay. The others aren't far off, so I'll call them up.
Yeah, will ya? Tell him this is really gonna close the case.
All right. Stretch out, because we're going in once and for all.
Right. We'll defeat her and put an end to this for sure this time. All right. Then once we're all ready, let's meet up at Junes.
You finally discovered the true cause of everything that happened. You must defeat this Izanami, who waits for you in that other world. If Izanami truly gave birth to Amino Sagiri, then as long as Izanami is left alone, the town will definitely fall into the fog again someday. And if that were to happen, everyone, all those precious to you, would become mere shadows. This is the most important task you have faced, and it must be taken care of before leaving this town. You must ensure complete peace for this town, where you've lived with everyone. Let's do it. Let's do it. There's been like 20 layers of truth here.
All right!
This is ridiculous. This is finally it. So many things happened up until now, but now we'll beat this Izanami and put an end to this, right? Yes, but since we were spread out all over town until a moment ago, let's go over what happened. This is the last measure that must be taken. We need to make sure that we end this properly. Here, I'll confirm the situation first. Izanami. We thought Amino Sagiri was behind everything, but it turns out there was something behind it too. And that something was a guy at the gas station? I can't believe she was disguised as a gas station attendant, which smack in the middle of town. Does that mean she knew Seifyre and Dojima-san would stop by there on that day he came to Inaba? I guess it is the best place to greet people from out of town, but then Did she come into contact with Adachi and Namatame also at a different place, disguised as someone else? There's a chance, you know? Who the hell is this Izanami? Well, it's apparently someone of great power. Izanami and Amano Sagiri. Those names would be familiar to students of ancient Japanese mythology. Oh, you're saying she's a god? Like that's possible. That reminds me. Remember the persona that Adachi summoned? I don't know how to put it, but I thought it was kind of like the persona that Seifyre first called. It was exactly like the persona that I first called. Izanagi, was it? Izanagi is also the name of a god in the same legends. And remember, we actually learned about this. When we went to the different school, we were taught about specifically Izanagi and Izanami, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. There was a purpose to that, too. Since both of them awakened with the same push from the same individual, their power may have been similar. A persona is one's heart given form. The images of gods and mythological beings were created by humans, so if the personas resemble them, there may be a connection there, since the energy reigning over that world calls itself Izanami. Oh yeah, we were taught that Izanagi and Izanami's names originated from the word Izanao, meaning to invite. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about this, but Namatame-san, Detective Adachi, Seifyre-kun, and even us were invited to play our parts in this case, as if there was some deeper meaning behind it all. Deeper meaning, I don't really get it, but if she's trying to mess everything up, I can't let that happen. We gotta defeat her. My god. The game has just really been just trying to, like, set all this up forever, man. The push that I got. By facing our own shadows on that side, we awakened to our persona abilities. However, that did not apply to Seifyre-senpai. Yet even before all this persona stuff, Seifyre could stick his hand into a TV. I guess that sort of backs Izanami's claim that she personally awakened his power. The same holds true for Namatame and Adachi. She selected 3 outsiders to bestow powers upon, and watched what would transpire from there. Well, now that we know all this, we just gotta beat the hell out of Izanami. Let's hurry and get this over with. Seifyre's going back home tomorrow. And then one more thing, the Midnight Channel itself. The rumors about the Midnight Channel. Maybe that this Izanami was the one who originally spread them. Neither Amano Sagiri nor the Shadows have taken a single step outside the other world. Simply put, the only one who could have spread the rumor was someone who had come from there. The more it got passed around, the more extra junk got added to it, like one big game of telephone. That's where all the you have to watch it alone and the one who appears is your soulmate stuff come from. Since it took place on a TV, we never considered the possibility that the images broadcast from the Midnight Channel could vary from viewer to viewer. But whenever we talked about it, we saw afterwards, there were never any inconsistencies. What changed according to each person was most likely the image's clarity. Yeah, I can think of a few places where that might have happened. When Saki-senpai appeared, I was the first one who was positive it was her. For Yukiko, it was Chie, and for Kanji, it was Yukiko that said who the person on the TV was. I thought because each of us had a strong attachment to the victims, we linked the TV image to them in our head. I bet we actually saw a clearer image on the TV than everyone else. That's actually very interesting. The same could probably be said for Namatame. That's why he was always a step ahead of us. I thought it was because he knew the area well as a delivery man, but I was stymied at how fast he identified Nanako-chan. Since he was a savior, he must have seen Nanako-chan's image from the very beginning. Alright, but who cares about the details? Seifyre-senpai is leaving tomorrow, right? Should we really be wasting time like this? Yeah, he's right. Let's hurry and defeat Izanami. Yeah. So now, we've confirmed everything.
We'll be all right if we work together.
It's a lot of interesting information. Here we go again. Our final rodeo, friends.
I sense a tremendous presence. It's unlike anything we had faced.
Hey, I like a challenge.
And it seems like a new area has formed.
Of course. Oh boy.
I bet it's that lady. She's waiting for us there.
10,000 million% yes.
That reminds me. That Amano something we beat said stuff like, we'll meet again. If that thing's gonna show up again, let's crush him completely so he can't cause any more problems from here on out.
That's the idea, buddy.
Damn straight. Let's go snap that thing in 2. We'll do it and give Senpai a big farewell tomorrow.
And then we can all hopefully rest easy.
Let's do our best like always, leader.
it is kind of sad that this really is gonna be the last time we do something like this. You know, this might sound like a weird thing to say, but it was a lot of fun.
I mean, who doesn't like kicking a little bit of ass once in a while?
That's because we all strove together toward a common goal. There were many things we believed in without questioning them. The culprit's identity, their motives. There were many occasions where we nearly gave up.
It may have been easier if we'd chosen to look the other way, but we didn't.
Even if we had to fight every inch of our way, I want to go on feeling, seeing, touching, and thinking for myself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Still, one person alone can only understand so much. That's why we're all here together.
Right. All for one and...
So
Let
long
me
as
cut her
someone's
off.
got
Sorry,
your
Chie.
back, you can kick against the pricks no matter how tough they are.
This is for our future.
It's for everyone's
so we can
future.
see him off tomorrow with no regrets.
Ew. Yosuke always has to try to make himself look all cool. But he's so pathetic, it makes my skin crawl.
Wow.
Probably just fleas on your ratty old suit. I spilled juice on you earlier.
No wonder I smell of orangey freshness.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well then, let's do this.
Let's get it. This is the time. This is the moment. This will be the last time I help you catch the bad guy. Sensei, good luck. Oh my god. This has gone further than I ever thought it would. This will really be the end, for sure. Don't worry, if anyone can do this, it's us. Let's go find Izanami. Let's go, everyone. Whoa! that's an area. Chie, you're in. Yukiko, you're in. And Kanji, you're in. Let's go, friends. Destiny awaits us. Oh boy, oh boy. What is this place? Doesn't feel anything like the other areas. Wherever we'd go in to rescue someone, I could sense their restless heart and how unstable it felt. But there's none of that here. Does this Izanami person not have a heart or something? Who is she? Anyways, be careful. Yomotsu Hirasaka, Path 1. Wow. We've come away. We've come a long way to be here. And honestly, I'm just happy to have my gear this time around. You know? Alright, we're just gonna go with dark then. You know? Wait, whoa, that's right, I forgot. I had to do some terrible fighting last time. But here,
3 of them.
I
Don't
have
give up now,
I
okay?
have access to my things, my gear, my items. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable about this one.
Yes, we won.
I'm feeling a lot better about this whole thing. Let's do it. That's a cool door. That's a really cool door. That's a cool chest. This is a cool dungeon. And I'm not scared of any of y'all.
Be careful. Lights, no. Darkness won't work, so use something else.
Okay, this one is, I just have to use elements. He repels darkness. That being said, am I immune to darkness? No. So I can just straight up kill myself if I do that. Okay, well.
You can win this. Just don't.
You know,
You can win
I guess
this.
be careful. I'll just go with Hasotobi here. Hit the other two in the back, you know? Let's just do some of this.
You're on a
That's
roll,
insane.
Senpai. 2 defeated.
That's actually insane. Like how much damage that actually, you just kill people. They just die. I'm honestly just gonna take the strength up. This is my last moment now to basically buff up Yoshitsune. So he's gonna be like ready to just kill. Granted, if this boss is another scenario of I just have to use Almighty, I might cry. So we're gonna hope that's not the case. And if I can use physical at all, I really hope that's an option that's available to me. Is all I'm saying. Dude, all the enemies here look
Be
cool.
careful. It's weak to ice. This'll be easy.
Light and then not light. Well, can I hit you all with physical? You know, what am I doing? Why don't I just do this every time? I'm starting with attack up, right? What am I doing? Why am I just need to check to see if they're they repel like physical or something. Actually, I don't even need to check that because I block it anyways. What am I doing out here? Let me just take the easy option, dude. Is this what the stairs look like? You just go into the mist, into the blue fog? Okay, well, I mean, you know, thematically, yeah, no, that, I buy that. You know, ever since I got Yoshitsune and got Hasso Tobi, my life has just been a lot simpler. I don't really have to think about things. Sometimes people will live, but then they die after that.
Truly magnificent.
Like, what are they gonna do? This is great. I don't even have to look at enemies' resistances anymore. That's optional for me now. I'm like, look, oh, here's people that died of Hasso Tobi. We just blast our way through this place.
Really hit it hard.
It's a good move. It's a good move, and it's an AoE move. It really follows the same, like, logic as the more hits that you can put on something, the stronger it becomes. Because it's not even listed as you deal, like, severe damage 8 times. It's listed as deal light damage 8 times. You know, like, it really is just the logic of just hit a whole bunch, and it really just works out. So overall, I don't think I'm really too worried. It just depends on what the resistances are. That's gonna determine how this goes. Can't believe you came without cowering in fear. Is that bravery or ignorance? Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the end of Yomitsu Hirasaka. Is that Izanami? It's not freak out. Come on, senpai. Yeah, it's okay. We're literally fighting God, or a god, I should say. I mean, you know, what's the worst that could happen? We've done pretty good for ourselves thus far, you know? Like, this isn't gonna be too different. It's just, you know, it's just
You're on a roll, senpai.
new god, new day, new god, you know? Like, shouldn't worry about it too much. I am gonna still try to collect every possible chest I can, though. Because somewhere in here, there might be some good stuff that I need, or how even just like bead chains or things like that are gonna be good, you know?
There's an enemy
Oh,
immune to light.
one person reflects it, oh no!
3 enemies defeated. You're so cool.
Doesn't matter
senpai.
though. Doesn't matter because we do it anyways, then we just kill you anyways! Woo!
Enemy down. It's immune to physical attacks. Oh, senpai, that was perfect.
Oh, now it's 3 enemies that can deal with physical. Dang it, guys, come on.
Electricity will work. This will be easy.
I'm gonna use the light, because I actually, like, light actually doesn't hurt me. I can't use dark, but I can totally use light. There you go.
Roll, senpai. 2
Let me just do this. Just so you know what, I'll tell you what. Compared to the last dungeon, just being able to use my own gear, this feels like a blessing. Like, this is an absolute blessing, dude. I don't care what I'm fighting out here for these enemies. I don't care how strong they are. I have my gear. I don't lose half my SP every fight. This is what I like, you know? This is what we do. So I imagine we're probably gonna be skipping through a lot of this because this is what the fights are gonna look like.
Some more damage.
So I imagine a lot of the base fights around here, we're just gonna be doing that through, you know? Like, cause that's kind of what it's gonna be looking like out here. God damn it. Some things never change. That being said, I love, like, the design of this dungeon. Like, even the design of, like, those, like, small chests, the black on gold, dude, oh, that looks fresh. Also, yeah, these guys I can't use physical on.
It's weak to wind.
One of the rare instances I can't actually do that, but you know what? It's okay. If I can't insta-kill with physical, I can still insta-kill with light and darkness. Almost. I can almost always do that. Almost. Very close. It's okay. Even if I can't do it, we have our mage coming up. Do the big magic move, Yukiko. This probably does it, right? Nope. Nope. Wow, we don't have a lot of, we do not have a lot of good magic to deal with this, actually. I kind of needed that insta-kill to work the first time. It saves a little bit of SP. Wow, they have Books of the Void here. That's actually pretty cool. All right, well, we're done with this floor. So yeah, this is just all the high-tier gear, dude. All that good stuff. So, have you come to realize the scenery of this corridor? You've seen it before, haven't you? Yep, I remember. What you saw in your dream that night was the result of your awakening to your power. Could it be fate that I now await your arrival? Is that Izanami again? Senpai, is it true what she just said? Anyways, no matter what kind of enemy we're facing, we have to fight, right, Senpai? You know what, this, like, fighting, it's the only way forward at this point, I think. So yeah, it actually was a long time ago, but I do vaguely remember it, man. It was, wow. Wow, it was a long time ago, dude. It was a long time ago when all of this started, you know? Like, I was a different person then, I feel like. What date was it that I did this? I just checked. I started this game on February 3rd of this year. February 3rd, 2021. That's how long we've been here doing this. That's crazy, dude. It feels crazy. We've been here for what is that, 7 months? Well, 8 months. Okay, I was a little bit off. Wow.
All right, powered up.
Dude. Persona, man. Persona's been a journey. It has been a long journey. Be careful, Senpai. I sent something up ahead of you. Of course. Lest we forget, there are, of course, going to be, you know, some things that they're gonna put up to try to stop us from continuing forward, but that's okay. It doesn't faze me any. I'm gonna grab this chest and I'm just gonna walk right out, because that shadow didn't see anything. And you know what? I haven't actually gone back to save yet, but I'm feeling ballsy, dude. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Show me what you got. The power that you have attained and your determination to face me. Let's see how strong they are. Yeah, you're putting a Minotaur in front of me? Hoping that's enough?
That one's immune to darkness.
Pathetic. He has rampage. Okay. It's a Neo Minotaur, of course. Well, if you don't mind, let me just get ready for this, you know? You left yourself wide open for me to just use like all of these buffs on ourselves, you know? Like, except for Yukiko doesn't need buffs. Yukiko just does her own thing. Bam.
So persistent.
I actually should have done burning petals. I didn't think. It's fine. And you know what? There we go. Now let's see what you're made of. Pretty good damage. She's dead. I will admit, you killed her. But can you kill me, Minotaur? No, I don't think you can. You know what? Just kill him. Just murder him, actually. Is that the best you have, Izanami? Is that the best you have for me? You're gonna have to try a bit harder than that. So that wasn't enough to break your will. Come then, though you may accomplish nothing but to needlessly prolong your suffering. We'll see. We'll see about that. Like I said, if that wasn't an example enough, it's going to really, really, really depend on what Izanami's resistances are. That is going to determine precisely how difficult the fight will be. If we're looking at a Marie situation, well, that might be an issue, you know.
Be careful.
But if we're looking at like that Minotaur situation, I mean, she's gonna get it. That's all I'm saying. She's gonna get it. You know, actually, because Chie does a lot of damage, but the problem is what she lacks in is survivability. I'm gonna see if I can help her with her survivability. Like, that's a good one that I could potentially use. I was hoping for an endurance by 5, but I don't think we have that. So in that case, Chie is gonna have extra HP. Cause she kind of just needs that just that little bit of extra push, you know? There we go, 728 health. Because her defenses are like definitively not as good as like Kanji, for example. Kanji, the man's built tough. 93 strength, 82 endurance, right? But not everyone's built that way. Like Chie, 56 endurance and 69 strength. Severely lacking in the stats that Kanji is. But you know, she's still good. Don't get me wrong. She's still very good, but like, Kanji outstats her all to shoot, dude. Like, she has the agility on him, granted, and like some other stats, but like, he's got the stats that matters for being like a warrior. We just have to put in that little extra work to make sure she's gonna be okay. Dude, there's a lot of enemies in this room. They are guarding this chest. There's even a red. Well, you're going first, buddy, because I'm getting this chest. Oh, God.
Be careful.
Oh, dear. Oh, no. Well, luckily for me, I have Hasotobi, and you have no resistances to it. Bye-bye.
Great, Senpai. Going for the kill.
Well, The dice lived.
How about it?
But, not for long. Alright, and that's the third floor. Wow, these are some long floors, dude. So, you've made it safely thus far. Despair, emptiness, and hope. Those are the 3 qualities by which I selected those coming from outside. Wow. No, yeah, I think that's pretty spot on, honestly. You showed the most grounding of the 3. I would expect nothing less. In which case, I will personally and directly test your power. The 3 qualities. Did she mean Senpai, Namatame, and Adachi? That's exactly what she meant. Izanami saw those qualities in them. What kind of power does she have? Yeah, we'll figure that out as we go, I think. You know, we'll kind of test that as we go along. In any case, though, I think we're gonna end it here. And if my assumptions are correct, I think our next episode will be our last. So, for everyone watching here, let me just say, I hope that you're ready. Because this has been a journey. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.